It's the weekly drive, and voted by you, the viewers, we've got the Freightliner Cascadia 2018 hauling a special transport cargo.
Junior, senior.
G'day YouTubers, it's Senior here from Junior Senior Gaming, and today it's the weekly drive, and voted by you, the viewers, we've got the Freightliner Cascadia 2018, which had 61 votes. Then we had the International 9400 Eagle with 58 votes, and then there was the Volvo NH12 with 35 votes. So it was sort of close this week. I wasn't sure which one was going to win, but it definitely, you know, the Freightliner Cascadia 2018, every time I do a review on it and it gets in, it always gets into the weekly drive. So it's definitely a very popular truck. So definitely. Now this week we are doing a special transport cargo. So I have the special transport cargo DLC, and we're doing the heaviest load you could possibly do. So I do apologize. I sort of clicked on the route to go and pick up my load, and it automatically started. So I'm sort of halfway through doing the introduction to it. So let's basically quickly get into this, and then we'll start. Once we get on the road, we'll start talking about some SES news. And of course, the highlight is pretty much the ATS, the special transport DLC. Pretty much that's it. So now, you're about to haul a special transport cargo. There are two escort vehicles which will lead you. Please be careful and follow their lead and suggestions in the route advisor. Special transports like this don't stop on red signals and have the right of way in most situations. During these deliveries, checkpoints are made more often to save your current progress. That's very good, because knowing me, hopefully I won't stuff it. That's the main thing. Pay attention to the following. Avoid any possible conflict with the escort vehicle and keep the cargo between them. So between the lead and the tail. Do not drive out of the estimated route, nor to filling stations, rest stops, etc. So you need to make sure your truck's filled up before you start doing these. Obey speed limitations, which will be ensured by the front escort vehicles. So if he's doing 50, mate, you're doing 50. Watch out for the overtaking traffic and other drivers on the roads. So very important, you can't collide into anyone when they're overtaking you, because they will be overtaking you. Change lane maneuvers. Right, now this is really important. I know that in Euro Truck Simulator 2, when I first started doing these, the special transport, there was a little bit of difficulty with the maneuvers. Hopefully I don't have that problem again this time. So if you're turning, it'll tell you they're turning, and then they go into the other lane, and then the front car goes in the other lane, and then you go straight after him. Okay, so make sure you follow that procedure, otherwise you could fail it. Okay, so there we go. So that is the procedure, guys. So maneuver is started by the rear escort changing and blocking the lane, the desired lane. So he blocks it, right? And nobody can get past. And then, you know, you wait for the other guy to go in there, and then you go over. So pretty simple. Right, let's continue. So this is our special haul for today. We are hauling a haul truck chassis of 85 tons. It is the biggest in the game. Now, if we have a look at the trailers quickly, let's go to the trailer browser, and let's see if we can find dry van, flat, blah, blah, blah. What else have we got? Insulated, refrigerated, acid tank, dry, what's that? Is that the TN flatbed? Oh no, that's, is that? That's okay, so that's huge tires. So looks like that is one of the oversized loads there. And what else do we have? Home transporter, there you go, there's another one. Another one that we can have a look at. And what else do we have? There is probably other ones that long trailer. No, log trailer, that is. Not long trailer, you donkey. Lowboy. No, that's been in there for a while. But anyway, there. Oh, there we go. There is the one that I was after. So that is an air conditioner. Look at that. Do you remember in the other videos that I did where we were having a look at the news and they had a box that was... They put a shark inside it and they called it the fish tank, and that's what they were driving around with. Well, that's what that reminded me. As soon as I saw that, I went, oh, look, they got a use for that box that they made. They put an air conditioner inside it. You can get... What else is there? Crawler trap. That's a bulldozers, cable. That's the stuff that we've had in there before. Lift truck, mining machine. Yeah, we've had the milling machine, sorry. Haul truck chassis. Yes, that's part of the new ones. Haul truck hull, there you go, that's part of the new ones as well. So you can see that there is plenty of stuff. Look at that massive tech plant. That is huge. It's one big present from Santa Claus. Hey, that's what they should do this year. They should have the heavy haul DLC, the special transport DLC and in American trucks, and you're transporting massive presents. Massive presents, not just the pissy little ones from last year. And there we go, there's a helicopter, which we saw a photo of that one. That was pretty cool. Large reservoir tank. And there's a boat. There's a boat there. That's really... You know what that reminded me of, that boat? That reminded me of the... what was that other game that SCS did? Where you were hauling boats. You know, you're overseas. I can't remember now. Damn it, I hate it when I forget things like that. But yeah, there was another boat in there as well. There's a scraper, a road scraper. It's a Mutt 672R. There's a silo, giant silo. Look at that. And, well, that's the transformer, the oversized thing. No, I think some of those there were actually in a different DLC, weren't they? So... It's sort of getting a bit mixed up. But anyway, that is a little bit of a look of what you actually get in there. And that is really cool. So sorry guys to ramble on a bit. We need to get on the road, don't we? Oops. Hang on. Let me just turn my truck on. There we go. It's very quiet. There we go. My volume was turned down for some reason. That's a bit better. There you go, now you can hear it. Jeez, wonder what happened there. Alright, so this is the actual load here. It is massive. Now we've got to get this to... Having a look at the map. And the map... I thought the map disappeared then. We're going to go down the highway. As you can see, not a very long drive. So it's from Santa Cruz all the way down the highway. And... around that roundabout, that's going to be tricky. Not roundabout, the little loop thing, and then over there to the mining place there. So, should be easy enough. Should be. So let's get this rigger rolling and do the tug test. Although we should have already done all this anyway. Let me just fix that up there. There we go. There's our tug test. So already set, ready to go. Notice how it's put me outside of the actual mine there. It's not sort of, you know, said that I have to drive through there, because no way I'd be able to drive through there, would I? So I'm glad that it's done that. I really am. Okay, so the trailer brakes on, senior. There you go. Now, I will apologise a little bit in advance today, guys. I am very, very tired. I have been doing quite big days. I'm just turning that down a little bit. There we go. I've been doing quite big days this week, and it's sort of, I'm starting to get a bit tired at the moment. Last night I fell asleep on the couch while just, you know, spending some time with everyone. And it was only about 8 o'clock that I fell asleep, so that's terrible. I think so anyway. But I did work yesterday, so that, you know, that was probably why I was so tired. But yeah, I'm still trying to keep these videos going, guys. I'm crossing my fingers trying to hope that, you know, my work doesn't get too much more bigger than what it is. Because if it does, then I might have a problem. But I'm still going to keep trying. There's a roadwork vehicle there, and now we have to turn down here. So here is the first sign of the... This, you know, the actual haul, the vehicles that guide us around. So there's the cops there, and we have to keep behind this guy here. Okay, watching that sign. I'm keeping closer to the inside because these guys are blocking and all sorts of stuff for us. So all right, sharp turn around there, and let's take a photo of that turning right there, because I think that's going to be great. Now, let's quickly throw in a couple of bits of news. So this week we had the Volvo VNL comes to ATS. So, Volvo, guys, finally, the VNL is finally there. It's not the latest truck from Volvo, but it is the first Volvo to come into American Truck Simulator that is official from SCS. So yay, the 5th truck, guys, that we now have. It is very, very good. That is not a great shot because of the shadow. However, I will try and take a shot from over here, and we'll get some other shots throughout the day, throughout the video anyway. Yeah, that's really just not a great shot, that one. Not as good as I thought it was going to be. Yeah, look at that. That there is not too bad, but still, it's not the greatest. Now, let's see. The Volvo is the 5th truck, as I said. It is a free DLC, so if you own the game legit, which I believe that you all should own the game legit, you will actually get this free. It will be downloaded on Steam, that is. It will come on. It will come free. Most of you... if you've actually purchased this in store, I think you can I'm pretty sure you can register it on Steam so you can get the updates and all this other DLCs. So how to actually do that, I'm not 100% sure, but we have had many conversations about this in the past. That you can do it. Believe you can do it, and I think it's just register a non-Steam game. So once you download Steam and install it, you go down to the plus symbol and click on register a non-Steam game. So is that going to make it round there? Just making sure it will. Yeah, that's going to make it. Beacons! Beacons. I forgot to turn beacons on, didn't I? There we go. Keep those revs up there as we're going down the hill. Now, with this special transport, I'm going to just stick over to this side of the road a bit more than normal. There we go. Now, let's see. It comes, the Volvo, talking about the Volvo VNL, it comes in 3 different flavors at the moment, so which is the 300, the 730, and the 780. So there you go. There's a couple of different variants there. One's like a day cab, one's a mid cab, mid sleeper, and then there's the high rise sleeper sort of one. So a few different types there, which is pretty cool. Then we have also a tribute video to the actual Volvo VNL as well. So make sure you check that out, guys. It is very, very cool little video that was made up, and a lot of you would actually like the song that's played in there as well. Don't know what it is, but it's pretty cool. Let's see, there is more to come. SCS has actually suggested that there is more to come for Volvo. So it's not just the 3 that you got now. They're trying to get in the more modern ones as well, by the sounds of it. So that will be really cool, and I'd have to say that's going to be next year, guys, that we'll see that. I don't think it's going to be in Q1 or Q2, probably maybe later in the year than anything, because it is, it is quite a big thing to make a model for the game. So that takes time. It really does. Now, there is some photos and stuff like that you can check out on the SCS blog, guys, so make sure you check that out too. Now, now there's also more photos from beyond the Baltic Sea. So for all of those ETS2 fans, there is some more photos there to check out on cities this time. Just going outside here, I'm going to make sure that that is going to go underneath. I'm pretty sure it will because... yeah, that will. This is something I'd love to be able to do in real life. That would make my life so much easier if I could do that. We're going to just go around those cops there. I don't want to hit them. There we go. See, this is holding it really easy, isn't it? Freightliner Cascadia. Now, what else? So there are more photos from beyond the Baltic Sea, so they're actually quite cool. Now, what I was going to do, guys, I was just going to quickly show you some of the photos. So if I can just bring that up. Here we are. This is actually on the blog site. So here is, you know, the photos from the special transport there. And we have a quick look. There's the tank that you can get. There is the boat. And there's the house, the dump trailer, a couple of other things, which you've already seen. I've shown you that in the game. Just want to quickly touch on that again. Now, there is also these photos in Beyond the Baltic Sea are absolutely brilliant. I love these. And I really thought this is something that I'm excited about. These signs here. Those signs are like, you know, the warning signs. If there's traffic jam or something like that, that's the sort of signs that I like, you know, to see. We have them here in Australia. So, there's some more other things as well that you can check out. There's I don't know what that building is, but I tell you what, that's pretty impressive, that is. And some other buildings there as well. That roundabout, that looks really cool. I wish we had something like that here in Australia. Well, maybe we do, but I've not seen it anyway. In Brisbane, mate, that'd be nice. But I reckon that roundabout would cop a few, you know, you'd get such a big fine if you hit that with a truck or something, or a car. Man, that'd be a big fine. Buildings, some other buildings as well. And there's the, you know, suburban streets, which is pretty cool. Again, suburban streets. And this here, I actually like this. That is a flower design with a bull, in the shape of a bull. I don't know what these little dots there are on the floor, but they look pretty cool. And there's also that one as well. So yeah, I just wanted to quickly show you that one, guys. Was there anything else in there? Oh, there's the Volvo. There's the video. You can see there is the Volvo there. It looks pretty cool. I might do a video on that, guys, and we'll check it out. You know, do some more have a look more in depth on how that actual Volvo looks inside the actual game. You know, so we'll check that out. Now, the most exciting news, which is what we're doing today, is the ATS Special Transport DLC. Well, that's really, really cool. This is something that I've been waiting for such a long time, because it was brought out for Euro trucks, but never brought out for American trucks. And I thought, oh man, you know, American trucks again has been forgotten about. That's what it seemed like. It really did. But no, they finally came out with it. And let's see, what have we got? So it's now available on Steam for $4.99 US. So quite a very good price, guys, for what you get. You know, you get more of these massive big special transports. Yeah, mate, how's it going? And, you know, so you get all those other things, you know, different models and the larger trailers and everything. So it really is definitely worth it for $4.99. And look, I really want to do a giveaway, guys, but according to YouTube, there's a certain way I have to do it. So we've got a special event coming up very soon, so we may actually give it away during that special event as well. So, well, then, all right. So, if you haven't actually got it, then, or you can't afford it, or whatever, or you know, we'll when we're having a party very, very soon. So, Maybe you'll be able to catch up with some DLC then, guys. We'll see how we go. Now, so new special transport trailers, unique jobs, unique job routes and special transport. So yeah, there's certain routes you have to follow, so you can't go around those routes or anything. Then there is a combination of over 90 special transport jobs. So that is really cool. 90 special transport jobs. Very, very cool. Custom AI escorts and police vehicles, which you see the cop up the front there is following us. And let's see if we can take another photo. Maybe we can get a better photo this time. Photo studio. We also have original intros for the cargoes and jobs, crowds and police cars along the routes. So we did, I don't know if I've actually, I did push record a bit late, guys, when I when I realized what was happening. I went, oh yeah, that's right, oh crap. You know, I've missed the intro, so I may or may not have got the intro there, so we'll see. Depends on how it goes on the recording side, you know. So there is the big mutt there that we're carrying. It's a massive 80-ton haul truck. Chassis of a haul truck, so very cool. I think so, anyway. There we go, there's some photos. Very nice. Let's see what else we got. Custom AI, original intros, yes. New models, characters, and animations of people assisting and spectating the transport. Now, that's that dude we saw on the side of the road that was waving. He's there going like this on the side of the road. That was him. And then there's special transport achievements as well. So, for those achievement hunters, and I really do love doing my achievements, I just haven't had the time to do them. You're gonna love it because there's plenty of achievements to get stuck into. So if you're an achievement hunter, make sure that you have a look at those, guys, on Steam. Right, so there, let's get this well onto the road. That's pretty much it for the SCS news this week. I hope you enjoyed the news. I love the actual information that we come across. There's cruise control. It's only 40 through here. It's weird. Is that 40 miles? Yeah, it is. Miles per hour, yeah. Well, we're in America. We may as well do miles, eh? But I really think that this truck here, we've got the Cummins 600 horsepower engine, and this is just hauling this with ease. No problem at all. Look at it. It is really keeping... having no problem hauling this 80-ton load, and it shouldn't have any problem at all in real life. And it is, I'm loving it. I really am loving this truck. Definitely worthy of the weekly drive, guys. And if you haven't tried this truck yet, you're a bit sort of skeptical whether it's worth it or not. Well, anything that gets into the weekly drive, guys, is worthy of your download, okay? Now, there is a download link. Click on Show More down below, and all the mods that I have used in today, which is Coast to Coast, CanaDream, and the Freightliner Cascadia, are all in the links below. I'm also going to put a link to the special DLC, so the special transport DLC, for $4.99, guys. If you can afford it, then please, by all means, do grab it. It is well worth it. And I know I say that about all SCS stuff, but to me, if you love trucking, then you're going to have to add this to your trucking library. You really will. You know, the special transport is it is, for me, it's the holy grail of trucking. If you can do special transport in real life, then you are a trucking legend. You really are. So I think it really does take a special kind of person to do that. Look at that, there's a cop over there. What's he doing? He's just sitting there? Or is he blocking? I don't know what he's doing. Probably taking a 10-100 for all I know. Alright, so what are we doing? We're still only doing 40 miles per hour. It seems a bit slow to me. I know that the, you know, when we're driving the heavy hauls, that, yeah, that would be the speed, but just everyone else seems to be doing this speed as well, so it just seems weird. Anyway, I'm loving it. Loving it. So let's see what's happened this week. This week, you know what, guys? This week I made an ass of myself. I ran over a sign. I ran over a sign in the truck, and I hit a gutter. I was, you know what? I was, I don't know. I don't know where I was. I don't know what I was actually, where I did it or what. But I must have been a million miles away when I hit. I hit a gutter hard and dented the rim, and hit a sign. You know those the street signs? Must have been a keep left sign. That's all I can think it was. But didn't even feel it. Didn't even feel it in the truck. And my boss said to me, "What? Are you silly or what? Why did you do that?" And I said, "I don't know." And he says, "That's just, you know, don't do that again." But they clouted the guy who comes and fixes the rims and, you know, replaces tires and that. The next morning he came around, and because it was losing a little bit of air but not much. He came around the next morning and he gave inflated the tire and gave the rim a big whack with a hammer and said, "There you go, mate, no worries, it's all good now." So yeah, it's all good. He was getting ready to replace it. My boss was thinking that I ran over somebody's fence, but no, it wasn't. It wasn't a fence at all. It must have been a street sign. So unfortunately, it happens to the best of us. So that was pretty much my first incident, and that's all that I really want to have. I don't want to have any more, guys. I really don't. It was yeah. But I just went out. I got out of the truck to get a drink, and then I heard the hissing noise, and I had a look, and yeah, it's like, what the hell? How did that happen? These things happen, don't they? So look, my question that I was going to ask you guys, for those real truckers out there, I know there's quite a few of you. Have you had an incident where you just didn't realize happened in the truck? You know, you've just been driving along happy, and something's happened, and you didn't even realize it happened, and you pulled over and went, "Oh crap, how did that happen?" In the comments below, guys, let me know if that's happened to you. Alright, we're catching up to this guy too quick, so we need to give him space. Because I know that I'm not the only one that's happened to. You know, these things do happen. But other than that, it was a good week. You know, this week I hauled a massive big plastic tank. It was empty. It's for water. So basically what it is it's a transportable tank that you can use out on the farms for water. You can hook up any kind of pumps and stuff like that to it. And this one, I got a 22 pallet trailer, and it basically is rated, what is it, 24 tons, I believe it is. I had this tank on the back there, and it was only light. It was only like was it 1350 kilos, so it wasn't very heavy, but it took up the whole that and some fittings. Sorry, some fittings for it as well. Took up the whole of the trailer, 22 pallet trailer, and I thought that was brilliant. We're changing lanes. All right, so he changes, and then he changes, and then we can change. Right. Okay, so that's how you meant to change the lanes, guys. It just showed you there a good example. We're gonna hug the rail up here. Get into gear. I hate it when it does that. Ah, you stupid thing. Just watching that in the mirror. That is fine back there. Notice how they've increased the shoulder here. There you go. That's going around nicely. It is on the dirt a little bit. Now, yes, I was revving that quite high, so apologies to all those guys that don't like me revving my trucks that high. Man, this guy is in the wrong spot right there. We got to squeeze. We got to squeeze through here without hitting him. Wow, that's a little bit of a challenge right there. You got to make sure everything's all good. Yeah, and yesterday I was driving. Another highlight for this week is yesterday I was towing B doubles around, empty ones. You know, they weren't. There was one that had full of empty stillages, so that was pretty easy. So my boss doesn't. I'm not doing B doubles at the moment. Eventually, I hope to get into more B doubles. Yeah, mate, look out. See the cop swerve towards him? Said, look out, mate. Watch out. There's another cop there. But yeah, it's funny thing is that the bigger the load, like with B doubles, I tend to take a lot more care. I know it sounds bad, but I take a lot more care when I'm driving B doubles than what I do standard load. Standard load, I sometimes forget that I'm driving a standard load, so which is bad, I know. You know, just your normal single. But when you're driving around town, like I'm doing a lot of town work at the moment, local stuff, and it is not easy. Local stuff is very hard in a semi because you've got all sorts of obstacles to get around, you know, poles, trees, fences, you know, where if you're just doing interstate or something, you sit on the highway. It's a lot, it seems a lot easier sitting on the highway than what it does. My boss even said to me that you got to be really careful because local work is a lot harder. That's what my boss said anyway. It's making sure that the trailer doesn't, we don't get out of control here, rolling too fast. And there is a car there, it's a copper. Castleline Mining, there we go. See, I like how that cop swerves towards the other cars and says, hey, attention, you know, we've got heavy vehicle here. I like that, that's really interesting. Right, well, here we are at our destination. It's the heavy, what is it, special transport heavy cargo. It's not the heavy cargo DLC, it's a special transport DLC, guys. Is what we're doing right now. Neutral, damn neutral. Alright mate, get out of my road so I can get around this corner. Alright, so he's blocked, so that's good. And then we turn around the corner here. And making sure, yes, that is going to clear. Santa Maria discovered? Haven't I discovered that before? Really? Strange. Alright, there we go. So, now we should be able to just have a quick look on the outside. There is our vehicle, all intact. Have a quick look to make sure if no damage at all. None whatsoever. That's what we want. And then we go tow to service. What? No, not services. No, I want to get out of that. Hang on. There we go. Enter there. That's what. No, it's gone to that now. Oh. I thought, didn't we complete? No, we have to. Do we have to drive it down here? Do we? Oh, geez, look at this. We got to swing it round there and into there. Okay. Here I was thinking we were going to get out of it easy. No, we're not. All right, let's keep going then. So I'm going to take it wide. And I'm going to go hard up against this wall, as hard as I can. I can go a lot harder than that. There we go, look at that. It's hard up against the wall. It looks like it's... feels like I'm almost scraping the side of the truck, but I'm not. And there we go. That is plenty of room to get around there. If we have a look at the outside, look, we're missing that pole by miles. And then we just have to park it up in here. And straight ahead. That should be it. There we go. Look at that. Nice and straight. And is that going to make it? Of course it is. There we go, guys. That is our heavy haul that we have done. The not heavy haul, sorry, special transport. There we go. We've got 3 achievements there. What was that? Your dumper? Whatever it is. I don't know. I missed that one. I'll have to have a look and see exactly what it said in achievements there. So, continue. Thank you very much. That was actually a nice bit of money that we got there. If you have a look at the job market underneath freight markets, freight market, and you go over to here, the filter, you got this one here, special transport. That's how you filter it out. And you can see the tires, and there's the planes there, and you can see, sorry, not the plane, the helicopter. You can see it's 31,000 there for those jobs. We got the house, 31,000 for the house there. The 19 and 18,000 there. So where's the largest one? It's not showing it, but you know, 28,000. There's some 41,000 there. Some pretty good jobs there that are worth quite a bit. And if you sort by price, where is it? Price. There you go, 41,000. There's a couple there for 41,000. And, I mean, you could do that. Do a couple of those in the afternoon. See, look at that. That one there, 31,000, and you're only going down the road. Look, 311. That's actually quite good. See? 410 miles, that's, you know, generally, what, about 45 minutes that is. So, yeah, look, the loads are really good. I mean, and the amount of cash that you get for it is great. You know, it really is quite good to transport this stuff. And this truck, the Cascadia, did it no problem. The heaviest load in the game easily did it. So it should be able to do any of the loads, the heavy haul loads and stuff like that. So more than likely, I'd say it would haul the what is it, 90 plus ton B doubles that we have here in Australia as well. Now, there, let's go back to drive. One other thing I did want to mention this week, guys, is a friend of mine at work, or one of the guys that I know at work, showed me a video that Australia is promoting, and I'm not able to show you it on here, but you can just Google it. Just Google, just Google Australian truck drivers in Indian Australian truck drivers, and you should be able to find it there. But they're promoting, Australia is promoting Indian truck drivers over in India, and the video has got, you know, camera, it's got Ayers Rock in the background, it's got all these Bollywood ladies dancing, and then Lamborghinis and all this stuff, and it says if you want a real job, come to Australia and drive road trains, you know, and it's got a picture of a road train going past, you know, and stuff like that. It's just false advertising. It really, really is. And why, I just don't understand why the government's gone and promoted that over in India, because we have enough trouble here with Indian drivers. Not all, I'm not saying all are like that, but we have you have to admit that there are a lot of incidents with Indian drivers, and it just, to promote it like that, to bring them over here, I just think is not very good. Not a very good thing at all. Not for the industry, no. But anyway, look, on that note, that is pretty much it for me this week. I hope you enjoyed this week's weekly drive, guys. Next week, we got a beauty, and the Volvo is going to be in there. I don't know if you want to have that in your weekly drive or not, but you're going to have the option there. If you want to see it in the weekly drive, then you'll be able to vote for that in the weekly drive. The Volvo V, the new one from SCS. I always give you that chance anyway. It's not really a mod. It's more of a, you know, DLC, but we still put it in there anyway, you know, because I want to have a look at it. You guys want to have a look at it. You probably already have anyway. And yeah, but it's just you're going to get the chance to vote for it anyway. Whether it goes in there or not, it's up to you. But that's it for me this week, guys. Look, if you like this video, then don't forget to punch that like button in the ass. And if this is the first time you're seeing Junior Senior Gaming, then make sure you head on over to the Junior Senior Gaming channel on YouTube and check it out. And while you're there, why don't you hit that subscribe button? But until next time, don't forget to keep the shiny side up and the greasy side down, and I'm 1010 on the side. And remember, game on!